So video after a long time. Just for the update, I sold off the Polo because of the 10-year diesel rule in the National Capital Region. We cannot keep a vehicle which is diesel for more than 10 years, and Polo was already 8.5, so it was a nice time to sell it off. And the Polo is gone now. So as a replacement of Polo, I got a superb LNK 1.8 TSI EA888. Yes, with a DQ200. I know all the problems. I'm updated about those things. So just a general introduction of like 30 seconds, and then we start with the problem quickly. Okay, that's enough of the introduction, and let's start with the problem. So as soon as I got the vehicle, it has some little issues, but nothing major. Like it has a noise from the stabilizer links up front, which is not major, which is a 15-minute job. But keeping that aside, what was the major problem was, which was not even discovered or known when the time I bought it. 2 days after the delivery, a security alarm got triggered off at 3 a.m. in the morning. So I unlocked the car and locked it back again. It got triggered again at 4 a.m. Unlocked the car and locked it again. So at that time I was like, I don't know what is happening. So the very next thing I did was I pulled out the workshop repair manual, searched for the problem in the workshop manual. And okay, a lot of people also ask me from where I do get the workshop manual. I buy it from the e-manuals online. I'll put down a link in the description so that if anyone wants to, they can have their manual from there. Just like we invest in tools, we don't consider the amount we paid for the tools as an expense. We consider that as an investment because we know the very first time we're gonna use those tools, they are gonna pay back their cost on the very first job. So just like that tool, your workshop repair manual is also a tool you need to have. Like I have this workshop manual right here on my phone, which covers like 16, 17 specific vehicles, Fabia, and it also has Slavia, Kushaq, Octavia, Superb. Yeah, you got 24,000 pages, but don't freak out. Just divide those 24,000 pages by the number of total vehicles. So you can have your own workshop manual if you are interested in that. I'm gonna put down a link in the description with a discount code so that you can have it on a discounted price. So I pulled out the workshop repair manual and I've tried to find something related to the problem. And then I found this. So there was a lot of things which can trigger the alarm. So the very first thing which got my attention was interior of the vehicle. Why? Because this thing has an interior monitoring system. So I tried to turn that off. We can turn that off by, there's a switch on the B pillar right here. So I turned it off because I've read about it. In a lot of cases, a trapped fly inside the car or an insect inside the car can also trigger the alarm by triggering the interior monitoring system. So I turned off the interior monitoring, but at that night close to 1 a.m. it still got triggered. So I literally checked everything on that list, but if you look at the very last point of that, it says the working life of the alarm siren is 5 years. Why is that a working life, or it has an expiry date? Because the alarm has a battery of its own. So that battery degrades over time and that needs to be replaced every 5 or 6 years. So what I did was I pulled out the part number for the alarm and tried searching it online, and an image came up, this one, where someone was trying to change the battery of the siren of the alarm. If we zoom in on that photo, it's a 6-volt nickel metal hydride battery, and completely ignored the word metal hydride. As soon as I read the word nickel, it reminded me of these nickel cadmium batteries, which are quite popular for developing a memory effect if not charged and discharged properly. I tried searching online again. I tried searching online that do nickel metal hydride batteries have a memory effect as well, can develop a memory effect as well. In some sources they say yes they do, in some sources they say no they don't. So was kind of confused, but I still took a chance, gave it a benefit of doubt. I locked the car, armed the security system. So what I did was I opened the hood of the vehicle, I locked the car, armed the security system, and unplugged the negative terminal of the battery. So as soon as I unplugged the negative terminal of the battery, alarm went off. And for the next 15 minutes, my neighbors were blessing me with the words which we usually don't use for blessings. And after 12 or 13 minutes, the noise of the alarm started to get faded eventually. And after like 17, 18, 19 minutes, the battery of the alarm was completely dead. And then I gave it 2 more minutes to make sure that it's completely drained. And then I reconnected the battery. And it's been like 20 days, no false alarms. So this is the most weirdest issue I've ever found. But when I check for the same problem online, a lot of Octavia owners, Fabia owners, Superb owners, some models in the Volkswagen as well, a lot of people experience this issue at a time and don't know how much are still experiencing this. This is one of the most weirdest diagnoses I've ever done, where there was no problem with the part. The part itself was confused that there is a problem. So it was just the drop in the voltage which was considered as the problem when it was not.